Hello and welcome to UniversiD&D.
Oh yes!
My name is Wykoff, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening. And it is my pleasure to welcome the players.
I'm Santiago Sepulveda.
Kylie Brewer.
Alex Moore.
Katie Meir.
Jacob Gonzalez. And Gee.
Chaggy.
Yes.
Oh yes, you have the beard
the
now.
beard now.
Yes.
Whoa, Cheggy.
He's got the geared.
The Gee.
The gear.
Oh my god.
That's good. I like that one.
It's already been a long day.
It's been a
Yeah.
long day.
Welcome back. This is episode 14,
Oh my goodness.
which is we're getting up there.
We're double digits.
We're
Yeah.
we've been double digits for a while. I think you've said that every
You probably
episode.
said that already. Yeah.
Oh, double digits.
Yeah, we're getting up to triple digits. We're getting up there.
Almost.
Yeah, we're planning our 100th episode anniversary. No. Great. I feel like I had something to say. Oh, do we want to I don't know.
Yeah.
Do we want to introduce our two-man tech?
Yes.
Oh,
So we got a new guy.
he's actually been a subscriber for a long time. This is what you get when
This is what you get. If you join our Patreon, you
Join
can.
our Patreon.
This is the $1,000
No,
Patreon
no.
option.
You gotta duck down to get the shot. Yeah. So this is our friend Trevor. Trevor will be helping
he
us
needs to duck down.
because we have new equipment and new things, and it's getting better and better each day. So we need more people to work it now. So Trevor's helping us out.
Having a good
Yeah.
Let's go, Trevor.
Yeah.
Welcome, Trevor.
No longer a one-man tech.
No longer.
No longer.
Tech or kiss.
All right.
Damn.
You insist.
All right. Tech crew fly out. All right.
You got me excited.
Say
All right, back in your hole.
He's actually.
Great.
Okay.
So
Back to depression.
You
Oh,
actually
yeah.
go in the closet.
I guess last session was like.
Can we get Chad Gee to stop hitting the tripod for a second?
Yeah. Chad, you're gonna need to stop doing that.
Okay, my chair is literally.
It's okay. You're fine.
He got a geared and he doesn't know how to
Stop
I know,
edit.
saying
he's
that,
just
please.
changed.
I beg you.
It's geared.
His voice
I'm
low
gonna
hearing
give like a
really hurts.
spoiler warning. Like if you haven't watched last episode, like big stuff happens. So before I get into the after the intro, the recap,
The nitty gritty.
this isn't a great episode to just like start on maybe.
Yeah, it's good.
So I guess that's my warning before it starts. But of course you can start wherever you want. But great. As you can see, we have new things. We have our map. We have our shelves. We mentioned that a few times. We have these brand new lights. This new camera. And so it's improving every day. Thanks to the support of our Patreon. If you would like to join our Patreon, you can find the link to that down in the description. We have all of our patrons are beautiful people inside and out.
Every single one.
They're all attractive.
All of them.
All of them are very attractive.
If you join our Patreon,
You will also
Stop,
be
shut
attractive.
up.
Yeah.
And
You guys are so
so
hot.
that link is down in the description. You can also join our Discord. The link to that is also in the description. We have a great growing community there. And that's where we met Trevor. No, it's not.
We found him on the
It's not.
street.
We found him on the side of the
Trevor for
street.
years. I need a home.
Trevor, who met you first?
me.
No, me. I'm
Kylie, technically.
Yeah.
Kylie
Damn
met
it.
me in like second
grade.
Damn.
Oh wait, yeah, because it was close between Kylie and Jacob. Because me and Jacob met it.
We've known Trevor for a long time.
What?
Jew cam, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, you can't.
There are pictures of me and Jacob when we were like
sound
this.
To clarify,
Yeah,
not
Sound
that
good.
type of. It was.
Chill,
Alright,
bro.
fix his phones.
chill.
Alright, fix his phones.
Jacob's Jewish. Just
And if you like
So Trevor.
this content for some reason, be sure to
Crazy
drop a
enough.
like on the
Yeah.
video and let us know down in the comments and consider subscribing. And unless anyone has anything else,
Sorry.
let's go ahead and roll that intro.
In a world where a bunch of kids play D&D, they also try to balance university. So let us introduce ourselves formally, and welcome to a brand new land of normalcy. Some initiative, they know the definition of getting a crit in position and behind the villain. In other words, flanking the mimic to get a second attack. It's smooth and fast, prepping to cast a fireball. Hit them all with a third level blast. I know. Hope it's overcast to see destructive wrath from a holy man, but he ain't the only man. To strike gold, he got a brutal barbarian. Every turn, the dragon lands another blow, spitting flames like a fighter with a blessed bow. Shards of ice into the fire with no doubt. Ghostly form behind your back, sneak attack, lights out. It's UniversiD&D. We're here to work and play and earn our bachelor's degree. Yeah. Now everybody sing it with me, 'cause it starts right now. Count it 1, 2, 3.
And welcome back to UniversiD&D. Last we left our amazing, horrible heroes
What?
We.
Asshole.
Fuck you, man. Come on,
Just because no one was, I just felt like no one was paying attention.
Doing
I
our
was trying to
best
get
in
your
this
attention.
world, okay?
Yeah.
I was just making sure you were listening, you know?
Just get like
Keep me on
a
our
secret
toes.
or
Yeah, I was just
something.
making sure. I was just keeping our interest. Last we left our heroes, they had gone to North and South Gresham, meeting a young deaf Kenku on the way named Flightless. They had attended the Star Tides Festival.
When are we gonna drop his ass off?
That's what I
You're
want to
gonna-
do.
You're gonna
I'm
throw
gonna
him out
throw
the
him
car.
off.
You know, I'll
South
support you.
South
Yeah.
Gresham seems like a good place.
You guys are
The season
horrible.
finale.
We did what to Flightless?
No.
That's a thumbnail.
They had gone to the Star Tides Festival, where you all had done a few games, events
Yeah.
there, had
Dude,
gotten
we
a
met so many cool people there.
tarot card reading that had gone poorly.
Some amazing,
And
respectable
All the
people.
people there dead now?
in North Gresham, yeah, met some really great people in South Gresham. Hope they're okay.
Lots of families, lots of children.
Really nice overall.
And in North Gresham, you
Yeah.
had investigated the disappearance of Earl Radolf Harkinson. He would find out had a pink skin tone, much like Cash's, although he was human.
Wait, really?
And he had appeared to just disintegrate, according to one eyewitness account.
What if that girl's just lying to
I was about to say,
She
it's
can't.
only one eyewitness account.
But we found the dust.
Yeah.
And Melusina Moon.
Do you know how easy it is to just put dust on the
You
floor?
had
It was
attended.
magical dust.
You had attended the
Solid.
Clash of Champions, where you had fought an Eye of the Deep, a special water beholder,
That was really cool.
Last time I found
which you had destroyed as Blitz floated up to the surface.
Really fast here, you're like,
To the cheers of the crowd around you in North Gresham. You'd attended a little after party where you heard some strange happenings going on. Things like Mokapuni and the word fallen. And the rushing out of the right-hand man of the Baroness. Shortly thereafter, Malik, you had experienced a vision that kind of invaded your whole mind and dropped you to 1 hit point as you kind of bled out of like every orifice in your face. And you had seen the image of South Gresham being basically obliterated by some figure holding this orb. And you saw thousands die in front of you as they were rotting almost. The wood and the plant life around them suffered the same fate. You had alerted the Baroness of North Gresham and headed to South Gresham to see for yourself, where you had found a similar scene, and it had turned out to be true, to have really happened. There was really no sign of life, including Damien Krimyanza, the Genasi girl who was in the Order of the Arcane Eye. With you, her body was found and her book went up in flames. There was no other signs of life as you all explored through, and so you all decided at the end of last session to begin your trek back to Inkberry with the Royal Chariot and 4 horses. And that's where we will pick up. As the 6 of you and Flightless mount the chariot and begin to head south towards more familiar lands than this. The journey back is, it's rather quiet, pretty eerie in the sky. Not many birds, not many animals flocking by. But you see, as you head away from the city, the plant life goes back to normal. The trees still have their leaves intact. It is, in fact, spring. And you all head, for the majority of the first day, without much occurrence. Would anyone like to do anything on the way? The second day passes. You pass over the familiar.
We're getting a long rest in.
Yes, you can take a long rest. The second day passes. You pass over the familiar stone plateau that you had gone before. Pass by the hilltop where you had met a child of the Watcher. Connect back up with the river and follow it to the gates of Inkberry. When you begin to approach, now this is a really wide river. It's about half a mile wide. At its wider points, there are like offshoots that are a couple 100 feet across maybe, but it is a wide river. In fact, as it gets closer to the bluffs, it gets very shallow, as you had seen as you forded it, really only like 50 feet across. But this part of the river, as it approaches the city, is relatively wide, and you all approach on its banks, and you see the city of Inkberry. Its familiar gates are now closed. The large stone walls are sealed off, and you see 4 guards that stand outside this large gate, with equipped with swords and the Knight's Guard, typical garb. You also see perched on the top of the wall that really weren't there before, archers. As you approach, you see this from about 1,000 feet back. It gets clearer as you get closer. But you see, they seem to be a lot more on guard than usual. As the chariot approaches the gate, you hear a loud, "Halt!" Where a man steps forward. He's a young, blonde hair, swooped to the side, no older than 19. Guard. We're not letting any visitors in to the city.
Do you look like a carriage? Do you look like visitor seat?
He looks at it and he sees the royal symbol. I don't know where you all got that, but I'm under strict orders not to let anyone in.
We have got to get some kind of identification next
We have
time.
business, Mr. High Priest. It is quite urgent.
If you want, call him down here. I don't care.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm afraid the High Priest is very busy right now. It's like early evening.
Can we speak to someone in charge? This is quite urgent.
I'm afraid I'm under strict orders. And he starts to draw his sword. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Look, we're the reason that you're under strict orders. We're the ones who found
He
out what's
draws-
going on.
He draws his sword after
kills
that.
you.
You're the
What
reason the
else?
city's on lockdown.
So that sword
we
won't
were the
be
ones
necessary.
who gave you the information we really need to get inside. And quite frankly, I don't know if you could stop us.
So, kid, they let a 19-year-old like you in charge of the gate? That you're telling me?
Multiple gates around.
This is the biggest one, right?
No, there's a gate around the northern side that is larger.
Should we find another one? With
We should probably go
people
to the
who-
big one. Probably.
Your answer's going to be the same at every gate. I'm afraid.
Well, won't have an idiot like you on every gate. Hopefully.
All right, the archers start to draw their bows.
They heard me?
Listen.
I wave.
They heard me?
Pardon,
Well, they see him drawing his sword.
Oh, okay.
pardon, my friend. Is there any way we can speak to a captain or something? I mean, this is very urgent. Please,
I understand that.
Like, what?
I don't
if you would
think
like to be
weapons
safe, we need to get into city.
Look, you might not have heard, but the city is on lockdown.
We
There has been
heard.
Yeah, we have heard.
things have happened from South Gresham.
We saw the things that happened in South Gresham.
We just came from South Gresham. We saw it ourselves.
We're the ones who told everyone
Hey,
to
this
lock
guy
down
might need
the
some
cities.
persuading right now.
Kasha,
Kasha?
if you'd like to.
Look, all we want is to keep you safe and Inkberry safe. And look, the High Priestess gave us this carriage to investigate something that was happening in North Gresham, and we really need to get inside. If you if you value our information on all of the chaos that's been going on, you will let us in, please. Or find someone who we can talk to.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Did you two ever get a letter from the High Priest?
No.
Back?
Not great.
Are we helping?
12.
I mean, could
12.
We
say
could
we're
be helping.
helping.
We're trying to help.
I'm like flexing a little
It
bit.
is no. I would say this man is under very strict orders. He's very adamant, and he actually raises his sword to you. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to leave.
We'll find another gate then.
Yeah, like why are they drawing
The
swords
answers
on
are gonna
people
be
outside
well.
of the
You gotta
gate?
understand. A city has basically been
We're outside.
nuked,
Yeah, but we're outside.
and you're coming from the direction of the city that's been nuked,
We're still outside.
and
It's fair.
they're under lockdown. They're under severe lockdown. They have no idea who you are.
But like, you don't kill people at the gates.
But you also don't just let them in.
Fair. But we don't kill them at the gates.
It's an intimidation tactic.
As you all are like
Wait.
sitting here discussing, and you like kind of like creep closer to the gate, you hear like inside the city like mania. Like there are screams, there are people freaking out. It seems as if they've received the news very, very recently, and they are just now locking down.
Oof.
Is there any part of like the battlements that look a little less
Oh god.
like guarded?
Nope, the city
Like
looks
all equally
like
covered?
so they had not sent the extra guards to the Star Tides Festival. It appears every single guard is
So-
surrounding
It's the capital.
this city.
Makes sense.
So how
It's
big
the
is
capital
wall
of the
again?
South Side.
You said it. The gate. How far away is the gate? The other gate.
The other gate?
Yeah.
Like a mile or two down.
Oh, okay. Do you think they have a mile or two of guards?
Yeah, they have all the guards in
I
the
mean,
South
dude,
Side.
this is
I
like
mean,
the
not
capital.
like they're not like
Yeah,
shoulder
no.
to shoulder.
Like,
I know. But
We're
the
not-
wall.
we're not
I feel like
I'm
I
saying
feel like
the
they
wall
wouldn't
staff.
leave
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
the
like
wall is
an
staffed all the way
easy
around.
spot to
Correct.
like get through.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd have like everything like marked at least. Like somebody.
Well, don't worry about it. We'll just waste a half hour or so getting to.
It's 2 miles.
Someone
We'll be
who
there
will
in like
listen.
2 minutes. It's fine.
Well,
Have a nice day.
best of luck to you. See the sword.
Do you
And
know?
just asking, what's your name? As I write it down.
Andrew.
Okay. Andrew, what?
You make me do this, Guy.
Well, someone has to get him fired after
What?
this one.
You know. You gonna talk to the
No.
manager, bro?
He's just doing. He's literally doing his
He's
job.
not gonna get.
He's literally doing his job.
He's fine.
I know, but
He's gonna
I'm being
get
a
fired
Karen
for
right
doing
now.
his
It's
job.
fine.
You are
We're
being
just-
Karen.
I am being a Karen.
Andrew T. and Born.
Middle name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Social security number?
Yeah.
What's your mother's maiden name?
Yeah.
Andrew,
Anyway, goodbye.
do you know anything about any of the other cities? Have you heard any word?
I don't know much. All that we've been told here is we're under strict orders to lock down the city. Don't let anyone in or out, no matter who they say they are.
Mokapuni?
We saw the guy outside
Like I
the
said,
city.
I don't know much.
This wouldn't do anything, right?
Well, this kid's 19 years old. Let's leave him alone.
Yeah,
please.
we
Yeah,
need
let's
to
leave him
find
alone, yeah,
someone
I know.
higher up.
So let's go to the other gate.
Yeah, as it takes about 10 minutes to get to the other gate. And you see a similar scene there. There's a woman that seems to be older, and she wears a helmet that none of the others do, and has like a white shoulder pad.
Is she the one that arrested us?
No.
Damn it.
What
She
was her
seems
name?
to be somewhat more of in charge of the night guard. Yeah, this is not the version that arrested you. Hello.
No.
I'm afraid we're on lockdown.
We've heard. Look, we have information that could potentially help you guys out. We're just trying to keep everyone safe. Our carriage, your high priestess gave it to us. Please just let us in.
Priestess?
Priest. Oops.
I see. You're on order from the high priest.
You'd think he would have mentioned us if he wasn't trying to keep us out.
Well, he didn't know you were coming.
Well,
Yeah, as long-
isn't that the
He
whole,
assumed you guys were in South Gresham.
Oh shit.
Basically, that's where. Well, I mean, you guys have gone to North, so maybe you were there, but
Yeah.
There's no reason to believe you would be coming, and that's not on his mind right now, to be frank.
That's true. He's
Okay,
like the whole
gamer.
city to work.
As the Earl has left, and he is solely in charge of locking this city down.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage since you all are there.
With advantage.
Like, how far am I from the wall right now?
Are you actually joking?
What'd you get?
She.
1 and a 2.
That's a total of 8.
Oh my god.
Cash, it's not your day, huh?
It's really not.
It's not your day.
I'm afraid we can't take any chances right now.
My
You
owl
see, the
could've
city is under lockdown, and you're not going to get a different answer from anyone else.
been- How
Would
close
you-
are we to the
And
gate?
you actually see a few of the guards at the top start to like crowd up,
Yeah.
and then they start to like, and you see them like all like talking to each other, and then like they're doing something up there. There's like a crowd up there,
Is there anyone we know?
and they start to part, and you hear, "These ones are good."
Thank
And
you.
you see the high priest step through the guards.
Finally.
Let them in, Marianne. Oh,
Ariane.
right. Stay indoors. Stay safe. Open the gate. And you see the gate slowly start to open, allowing your chariot. As you get a view into the city, it is panic on the streets. There are people running, trying to get into their homes. Some people trying to find others that they may have split off with. You see just like out in like the open fields, just like meals left where they were sitting in the middle of a meal. You see, I mean, people are going crazy from this news. And as you enter through the gates are closed like as you go through, like so swiftly behind you to make sure there's no room for anything else. And you see the high priest walk a few ways down the wall and a set of stairs that kind of like gradually descends around the walls. He follows down and gets into a similar chariot on the street before waving, "Let us not speak here. Meet me at the keep."
Yeah.
And it closes the door. As you all guide your own chariot towards the Inkstone Keep, there are people rushing past every direction, and they are all saying something different. Some are just panicking. You know, you hear just the generic, like, "Where's my son? Where's my son?" And you actually hear a lot of people talking. As you get closer to the keep, it seems that nobody really knows what happened. And you hear a lot of different rumors. I'm gonna need 3 of you to roll a d20
I'll use this one.
to determine. I've shuffled them up. 20 rumors you might hear.
I'm on it. What are we rolling? Just
D20.
Just a straight d20.
Yeah, it's not a...
Your luck is great.
2. I'm
They're
cursed.
shuffled up. It's
Damn.
not like a
Where'd you
good.
get
It's
out?
not like
Damn.
more accurate versus less
No.
accurate.
I know, but
It's just a list. It's just a list, guys. It has
Wow.
nothing to do with anything. It's just a
Chariot
list.
falls
of things.
over.
it's not about
Well
the
done.
It's
For
about the
rest
dice
of
gods.
One,
They don't
2,
like
and
us
5.
today.
1, 2, and
Get the
5.
bad rolls out
We got
now.
the highest one.
God. Please get the bad rolls out now.
Okay. So there's like a family walking through. A half orcish man like holding a son like thrown over his shoulder
Throwing his son.
and talking to a woman. What? Yeah, and speaking to a woman as they head past the cart, and you hear the man distinctly say, "Oh, what happened?" I hear this might be Grinhaven, trying to spark up more conflict. As he like walks past the cart, you hear a woman passing by.
That's right.
I just look straight along.
Oh shoot, that's Ricky's.
You hear the people. Well, you're inside a cart, just kind of like looking out and overhearing these conversations. You hear a woman pass by. I hear the people in Mokapuni have been going crazy. I wonder if the two things are linked. As you like pass, you hear a young man. I think this might be the gods trying to tell us something. Maybe it was some kind of natural disaster. There's no way a person could have done it. As he walks past.
I have not been sleeping. Can I sustain a point of exhaustion?
Yes.
Okay.
So you sustain 1 point of exhaustion. As Damien,
Try hard advantage going.
Are you? That's true.
I
Alex,
didn't want
Alex
anything for
hogs
it.
the advantage.
I didn't want anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But
Oh, yeah,
Alex
okay.
refused to use it.
You just drove the whole night.
What am I going to use it on?
But Damien takes the reins for basically the entire trip back to Inkberry, and you see like large bags form under his eyes, as he basically has not stopped moving since you left South Gresham. Great. You all head through the streets, the royal chariot of the high priest trailing behind you on the cobbled paths, and it starts to lessen a little bit as people start to find their ways inside, into their own homes, into safety, or what they think of as safety. As you all get to the keep, you kind of pull to the side, and the gates open for the high priest chariot, who beckons to let you in as well. As you all head into the keep, you have not seen the inside of the keep. You've only seen a door that takes you to basically a dungeon. But
Good times.
there is a large courtyard that is hundreds of feet across. And there are elaborate stone statues and these large hedges that kind of go in circles around this big square castle inside of these walls that has a few distinct, almost like spires rising up out of it, and you see a lot of flags that have the crescent moon on them, and large it's probably not a drawbridge. It's just a bridge that goes over this like small, not even a moat, but like small like pond of water almost that like goes around some of the hedges. And you hop out of your chariots as there are guards there to take it. As the high priest, follow me this way. I am glad to see you are all safe. As this like kind of like sickly hobbled form like walks through the front doors. You follow him down. As you walk inside, there are these elaborate red carpets that appear to be like velvet of some material, and these large cases with trophies and swords, and you see mounted like monster heads on the wall. You see a distinct like young dragon head that's like above the first hallway. He heads straight into this room that appears to be some sort of meeting place. It is one of the first rooms when you walk into the keep, but it is this large, elaborate table, stone brick walls, torches on all the walls, and chests, cabinets, things with all sorts of like paraphernalia. And he sits down at one end, and there are there are chairs on pretty much every side of the large table. You can tell this is probably where they do their official meetings. Take a seat. I am happy to see you all are well.
I'm not sitting.
Thought it was dead.
I'm sure you have heard the news.
We gave the news. Did you tell all the people? Were you the one to make an announcement?
To put the city on lockdown. Yes.
How did you hear about it?
We received a falcon from North Gresham just a few hours ago.
Did they go into detail about what happened?
They did not specify, just that the people of South Gresham were no longer there. They said something had devastated the whole festival, that all the people in attendance were dead.
Yep.
You're right.
You all saw this for yourself.
And through the corpses.
Yes. On our way back from North Gresham, we stopped by South Gresham.
I am sorry that you had to see that.
We're also fairly confident that the Earl is dead and has been for a long time.
I see.
Yes, he looks surprised.
He does not
He's
look
got
surprised.
other stuff going on.
Probably
but
figured.
Yeah.
I mean,
That does not shock me. I had supposed that might be the case.
Why?
Earl Harkinson is not the one to... He's not the kind to easily give in to trouble. I'm sure people would have difficulty getting him to comply. So I assumed if he were missing, not of his own accord, they must have killed him.
But you sent us. Just to be sure.
I did.
Without any proof of who we were or what we were doing. It was awfully suspicious. Lots of folks weren't too happy about what we were doing there.
Yes, I imagine. That is why I did not send my own people. So, you all saw it for yourselves. Just the aftermath, the people lying there.
We saw more than that. Or Malik did.
Saw it happen with my own eyes.
You were there,
You could say that.
and you survived.
I was technically there.
Will you describe it for me?
Someone outside of the city. That's the important part. Seemed to, I would say, almost cast a spell. And release a shockwave, which aged everything inside by hundreds, even if not thousands of years, therefore killing everyone and destroying everything.
Did this figure happen to be a woman?
it was.
Does that make a difference to you?
He sits there and ponders something for quite a long period of time. So he was right.
The Earl.
No. If what you said was true, this is perhaps my fault. I'm afraid I did not do anything to stop it.
Was there a threat?
I was not so sure at first when I had heard the aftermath. But your description, it matches with a man had sent a falcon a few months back. He claimed that there would be a woman who would drain the lives of the people in South Gresham. He was thought to be crazy. But it turns out, it sounds like that is precisely what happened.
What did he, what did he want you to do to stop it?
He wanted me to get everyone out of there. Do anything I could. But the problem was he did not say when it would happen. He did not give specifics, so he was jailed.
Where is he now?
He's in Brookdale.
What was his name?
We
Where's
always
Brookdale?
Ugh!
Damn it.
Where's
Can you
He
give
sent a
us?
falcon from. It was not my choice.
Oh.
He sent a falcon from the eastern shores.
It's on the other on the
It's
peninsula.
right above
Oh.
North Gresham on the other
Gotcha.
little island.
We're gonna go all the
This-
way back.
This person. Do they have a name?
Not really, but people call him Garnet.
like the stone?
Yes. He had sent a falcon from the eastern shores to myself and the Countess of the Eastern Shores. She made the decision to put him in prison. You have to understand, at the time, we have never received a threat like this. He was jailed on suspicion of planning treason.
Sounds to me like you need to take a trip to Brookdale.
I suppose he might have more information.
Can you move prisoners there?
I'm afraid I have no power over the Eastern Shores. And the Countess is not as generous as I am.
What's
The Countess would be the equivalent of an earl.
What's really happening in Mokapuni? We're hearing different.
Mokapuni. Nothing of any similar scale.
So they're not related?
I suppose I don't know.
I'm just thinking, if someone were to cause chaos over at the Alawala Islands, and then come to the continent, the first place they...
Mokapuni's problems do not seem to stem from a person. It seems the wildlife there is acting up. They are rampaging through the streets, and some of the people are acting strange as well.
But you're positive that it's not connected?
I am not positive about anything at this moment. A major threat has come to our shores and has killed thousands of our people. If I were positive, I would have stopped it.
Could you get us to Brookdale?
My responsibility right now is my people.
Right, we'll do your bidding for you. We want to find out what happened just as much as you do.
What are you asking?
Well, I'm trying to see if we can get us like a boat, so we don't have to like go around.
There was a blockade on the city
Mm.
at the moment. No ships in or out. I'm afraid it's necessary that we hold true to that.
So we're just gonna wait for it to happen again?
Yeah.
You're gonna let this happen again?
I do kind of agree with Lawrence here. They were outside of the city. I don't see what any lockdown accomplishes here.
Malik, you have been so helpful. Do you know where this figure went?
No idea.
Do you have any idea where they are now?
They could be in any given city.
Right. Except for this one. We are on lockdown. Nobody in or out. That is the plan.
I'm not sure if you understood what he was saying. He was outside of this. This person was outside of the city when the event happened. I don't think a wall would.
Would you
change
rather me
anything.
invite in tourists? I'm trying my best
What I'm saying
to
is-
keep my people safe.
It's not going to stop anything.
No.
I think this person in
You can see
Brooktail.
he's getting like visibly upset as
Look,
you can tell he's trying his best.
this type of talk isn't getting us anywhere. Do you have a goal?
Damien.
He's right.
Well, if we had
Yeah.
access to
Yeah.
something like that, we could.
Could get our own
Afford
ship
to
if we
get
really
there.
need to.
Try to solve the problem for you instead of just pulling up behind walls.
And I'm afraid you've come up short. I can do what I can, but the city's resources are not readily accessible at the moment. 100 gold is the best I can do.
We were.
100 gold and how about some type of identification
Wait
or
a second. We also need to leave the city. Isn't that gonna be hard?
Yes, we need, like Kasha said, we need a
identification.
some
Okay,
sort
you
of
could translate.
letter of recommendation. of
some
kind.
reason for people not to be suspicious of us when we try and enter their cities.
I understand. Yes,
100.
I will have that written up for you.
Thank you.
We are keeping the carriage.
That is only fair.
Zeke.
Yes.
I have a question. I'm not sure if you would know, but is there anywhere in this particular city that would be a good home for someone who is unable to hear?
He looks at Flightless, who has been standing and just kind of like looking around the room, not paying any attention. I don't mean to insult your friend, but that is the least of my worries at the moment.
Unless I think Flightless is safer with us.
He is.
The city is dead, in my opinion. And that blood is on your hands.
I mean, it's true.
And this city's. It's not safe. No safer than South Gresham.
I understand.
I understand the urge to make it appear as if Inkbury is untouchable. But the things that we have seen in the past 48 hours, we just can't trust something like that. We need to figure this out, or someone does. I don't know if I trust anyone else to at this point. Just do what you can to help us so we can keep you safe as best we can.
If you wish to be heroes, suppose Brooktail is your best bet. I'm afraid my responsibility still lies with the people of this city.
And I guess our responsibility lies with the entire South said.
He like slowly stops making eye contact with most of you except for like briefly.
Last time, rather unique skin complexion, isn't it?
I don't suppose I know how any of that is relevant at the moment.
Of course you don't. Yes. Do you know any other people with such complexion?
Not personally.
Did you know right before all of this happened, one of the lovely vendors at your, what was it, market, strangely disappeared in the same fashion as the Earl?
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you aware that thousands died only a few days ago?
Yeah.
One loss is simply not urgent at the moment. I'm sorry to hear about your friend.
Just trying to figure out how all of this is connected. We appreciate any help you can give us. Expect any help you can give us.
He is not going to help us. We need 100 gold verification so that we are working with you, I suppose.
I can do that.
As soon as possible. We must leave.
Yes. He stays seated as you all start to stand. There's a guard at the door who comes over and starts to usher you out.
Where will we go to wait?
What?
For that verification.
Such an urgent wait.
We can't leave without it.
The guard that comes into the room, who had left previously with a scroll, paper, and quill, and he just signs it. The guard hands it to you. It says something to the effect of on official business with the High Priest of Inkberry, and it's signed Cyrus to Nagathor. It's like a pretty standard travel, almost like a visa.
Will this work?
That it has the royal stamp on the top.
Yeah, okay. And the gold?
As you're all ushered outside, another guard comes and brings you a little small chest with the crescent moon on the top and a lock on it with the seal of the crescent, and hands it to one of you. It's a woman. It's an elvish woman with white hair straight white hair that goes down to her mid waist. I'm sorry that the High Priest is not. He's not the warmest of men, and I'm afraid he's been put in a rather tricky position.
We understand.
I wish you the best of luck in what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to speak in Elvish. I'm just saying, may the gods be with you.
She speaks back, and with you.
So do we have a party fund?
But which one?
We do have a party fund.
So it's 100 gold.
There's 6 gold in the party fund.
106 now. Let's go.
Okay, 106.
And we really just got 10% of the commission.
I can't believe that. Well, he did say bring him back alive.
That was really funny.
But he thought he was dead the whole time.
I know, so
Anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Bleep it out.
say he was just new.
I understand.
You went to the president asking for payment on a job.
No, I feel bad
He
because he's
promised
in
payment.
a tough situation.
If you brought him back. He didn't promise anything if you found out he was dead.
Really? Yeah.
That's actually true.
But he
It's a bad
thought he
deal.
was dead the whole time. What a
Yeah.
jerk.
Anyway.
It's
He,
okay. I'm
again,
not
not the warmest of men.
Yeah, we should have taken that job.
mad. We really,
Anyway.
we were sus of that.
We
the
just spent
whole
the
time.
last 3 sessions for 100 gold.
Yeah, I know.
You made a lot of gold at this time.
Sure.
We did. I spent a lot.
You probably made about 1,000 in total.
What?
No.
What'd you earn from the fight?
I think 250.
250.
Yeah.
And then you earned at least 500 at the Star Shots Festival.
No way.
You earned
With the 250, we earned 500.
the 250.
With the
That's
250.
350 with the job. You earned a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
But not 1,000.
The troll was a lot of gold. That was 30 for each of you, I think. So, anyway, you all are escorted out of the kingdom. And your chariot awaits you.
Guys, I do think Monkapuni is worth investigating. And I fail to see what we have to gain from Brooktail now.
Well,
Malik, are you
I don't mind.
are you crazy?
Well, hear me out. This guy obviously knew that the attack was going to happen.
Yes.
But has been jailed since then.
Well, maybe
since whatever the warning.
You saw it as it was happening. Maybe he can see it before. Maybe he knows where this person's going to strike next. There's plenty of reason for us to go to Brooktail.
We could get a lot of information out of this guy.
Yeah, I'm
Potentially.
I understand that
Yes.
shit's going down at Mokapuni, but
I mean,
I'm sure you
All
can
I'm saying-
understand that being jailed, he's probably not wanting to be exactly more forthcoming with information right now. But maybe if we were there and
very fair.
Simply break him out. Gain good favor. You tell us anything.
I don't know. I just
A guard hops in the chariot in front of you. I will escort you to the gate. And he goes through the keep,
actually takes us to the dungeon.
and you follow through the
Screw you
streets.
guys.
I'm assuming out of the city.
how are we
The
gonna
whole
get
carriage
there?
is inside.
I mean, yeah.
We're out of the city.
Has
How are we gonna
city,
get there?
through the eastern gates,
Hey, Katie.
where the young man Andrew kind of looks at you
I can
like,
swim quite fast.
Just dying,
I could breathe, so I'll just be down there for a while.
Yeah.
You can like ride on my back.
Yeah, we all heard.
So as you all head out of the eastern gate, the young man Andrew kind of looks at you like incredulously, as you have like a guard escort,
Flick him
But-
off.
like doesn't say anything, like, tries to not make eye contact.
Any book activity past few days?
Not at the moment.
The group chat's dry.
Well,
Sorry.
someone in the group chat just died, so
Dang.
it'd be like that.
That's
Sorry,
cringe.
guys. Sorry, bad time. Too soon.
Great. And the guard stops and lets you all pass. The harbor, you can see, has been sealed off with almost like a drawbridge, but it's like just a bunch of like stone, like almost walls that have been like closed down and put in place where no ships can enter or exit the harbor.
Convenient for us. Good.
Can I take?
I'm sorry, could you say that again? How is it being blocked off?
There's like these large like stone walls that
Oh,
have been
okay,
like, put
okay.
into place like in the river that let water flow through, but like it's probably like one person could like swim through there in like all these like
Like
slots.
gust of
So-
wind.
It's like dominoes.
Solo mission.
Hey,
We'll meet you.
hey, Blitz. You used to work on a merchant ship, right?
Sort of.
Oh, wait.
Mostly-
right, yeah.
Yes, Bailey.
What do you guys did if the port ever closed down? Or do you know what the merchants did? Did they just go to the next one?
We never had that problem. Shelburne, I
Yep,
don't
okay.
think, had big stone walls that blocked ships from coming in.
No, there were a few instances of like plague-like events where the harbor was closed off, but it wasn't like, it was more like they just kind of like kept ships out as like a blockade. And they just like wouldn't let people in, but that was for no more than like a few days. So no
Would
one
I know
really-
how to get past that?
No, but if a merchant ship walks up to the blockade, what they do? Because they can't go in. They just go like.
No, I mean these stone walls look like they're like set in place. Like
Yeah, okay.
These are not like easily movable. Like you would have to get permission from someone like the high priest, who has already said he would not.
I mean,
Did we check if there was a port in North Gresham?
they're probably. They're
There
most
was
likely
on the past the mountain with the waterfall.
But we
there
were
was
the
a
ones.
port. There was a
Yeah, we
small,
told
like
them
small,
about-
like
yeah.
almost like dockside
They're not gonna
area
let
where
us in.
some
Yeah,
ships had
but-
gone.
No,
My
I think
plan
they,
was
I think they would.
we get a random ship that's just coming into Inquiry, and we're like, hey, it's closed. How about you turn us around and take us to Brookdale?
Are we just gonna wait for that?
I mean, we might as well follow the river for a while.
Might be a bad time. I've had several nights with this ring.
What?
Do anything?
Alone with this
It
ring.
seems is roll Arcana.
Where'd you get the ring?
From the body of my friend.
Oh, sure.
You looted her.
Natural 20.
Okay.
It's a normal
Look at the ring.
So,
Disadvantage.
You're
Good
tired.
RP, good RP.
7.
Damn.
Good RP!
Good RP.
I'll say the natural 20 applies to a few days ago, and then it actually, but there are two separate things I was rolling for a few days ago and right now.
Gotcha.
So I'll say 20 a few days ago, 7 right now, as you have not gotten sleep. Cool. When you first put it on, it felt like it almost was drained of magical energy. Like it was the shell of something more. That it was probably a magical ring, and something had been like suctioned out of it. Like just the force inside was like
Blinged
siphoned.
out.
And and so that's what you kind of feel is like the shell of something.
So are we heading? So where are we going? Should we head to North Gresham and leave our carriage and take a boat to Brooktail?
That's the plan. If you guys don't want to go to the island. see what's happening there.
Don't think that's priority right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. If that's on the top of our list right now, Malik.
I just don't think we're gonna get much out of the guy.
I may have a. This is a small possibility, but maybe I can find out what is happening in the Book of Puni. It was. They said it was. The animals, right?
And plants.
Right.
I don't want to split up if that's what you need.
Oh no!
Oh, hell.
I can.
Yeah, let's not split up. It's not a good idea right now.
Split up cross con.
Yeah.
It'd be fun for you.
Hey, we can cover more ground that way.
So is
We'll
someone?
die now.
Let's all go to a
someone
different city.
I may be able to speak to, possibly. I'm not sure. I believe she's quite busy though.
Who?
I will tell you later.
Okay.
You all head down
That'll be really interesting.
on the side of the river. There's no boat activity. Obviously, none coming out, but none coming in either.
Yeah, they just closed down, right?
A few hours ago.
So wouldn't there be any like coming in?
Yeah, they're probably being like tomorrow's boats are gonna be coming in.
There are not.
Oh yeah, I know. And none of that we can see, but like tomorrow's boats are probably gonna be on the way. So.
What do you mean?
So it takes more than 1 day to go from North Gresham.
Correct.
By boat.
No, yeah, it takes
Yeah.
takes a few days by
So
river.
tomorrow's boat, if anyone's coming, they wouldn't get the news,
Oh my god.
and they'll be on the way.
Exactly.
What if we steal a boat?
Wait, exactly.
Shouldn't we?
You want to
well, the thing
hijack
is-
a boat?
we
The
should
thing
steal
is,
it.
Guy, but the thing is, like, there
not
would
even a
you're-
dock, so
you
we
are
have to-
correct that there would be
No
ships.
water.
There would be ships still coming if that was the only blockade. There's not.
Oh, so there's probably like
So there must be a blockade further down.
yeah, there's probably yeah.
Well, they can blockade everything. We're gonna get boats somewhere.
Well, we'll
they
eventually
did.
find the boat. Is
We'll
what you're
eventually
saying.
find
So
them.
as you head for a few miles, who's taking the reins?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we let Damien like chill
Just
for a
leave.
minute?
Damien,
Yeah, you
Damien,
look awful,
you need
man.
to sleep. Here, I will take the reins.
This is
Do you want
it's
me to
approaching.
cast sleep on you?
It's approaching like mid
You
evening.
can't put me to sleep.
Like
I can
six-
actually,
six
I can
o'clock.
help you.
You can fail the. You can just choose.
Magic can't put me to sleep.
I can help you sleep faster, Damien.
Simultaneously.
Behead him.
Go down to 1 HP. And you get trampled by the horses.
Nice.
Teleports to Makapuni.
I will
gets
take the
trampled.
reins.
There's
How
4
much-
horses, so that's 8 deaths.
Oh, wait.
That fails.
I can't really do what I want to do while on a carriage.
I can
Yeah,
take the reins for you.
Still going.
What are you
Are you gonna pray?
Yeah, I need to pray. That's the
I thought
thing.
I had the exhaustion
Oh,
thing,
okay.
but I guess I
I'm sure when we stop, because we're not.
Yeah.
The
One
first
level, disadvantage on ability checks.
2, 3, 4, nothing. 5 death, I think.
No, 5 is
It's-
speed
yeah,
reduced to
two-
0. 6 is death.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
How
I
did you
think-
even get to 6? Like, how was that even?
6 nights without resting.
They simply
Are you just gonna lay there?
don't sleep.
If you're at 0 HP, aren't you unconscious?
0 speed.
No, 0
Oh,
speed.
Oh, 0
speed.
You
speed.
can't move.
Yeah, which is the same
So
as
at that point, you have, I believe, disadvantage on your attacks, abilities. You can't move.
Yeah, like,
One of the other ones was speed reduced by half. So at that point,
Yeah.
you know, you just have 0,
So
and then
like
you
basically,
die.
there's one point you can't like carry anything.
You just,
Yeah, you
you're
just can't function.
when you
as a
sleep, do
person.
you lose a level?
So great. So yeah, you have one
I
point
don't
of
know.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
Who's taking the reins?
I will.
Can I talk to Damien for a second? So you're kind of coming back inside the
Mhm.
cage.
I know you want to sleep, man, but
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
I
just
really
for
don't.
just for a minute. Damien, how are you holding up?
Well, I can't stop thinking about what we saw. And, Blitz was right in the end. I rushed head first, and I could have just been another body on the ground. So,
We're all glad you're still with us.
that's good to hear. I'm just fidgeting with the ring. Just like constantly.
It feels empty. It feels almost like it's not really touching your finger.
Listen, I know what it feels like. My dad, I've been kind of in his shadow ever since. ever since he passed. It's gonna be okay.
Thank you.
I'll stop bothering you. You should get some sleep.
I appreciate it.
Who's up top with me? Or is it, if anyone?
I'll hang out with you.
Wrong answer.
Actually, Flightless is with us, isn't he? No, I'm with him.
He as well as he's slept more than Damien, but he's well like kind of like he's very jittery and very like any like sound he like very harshly reacts to as it like vibrates the cart.
Either me or Kasia have to be up with you.
When I say sound, I mean like something that like hits the cart.
Pretty
like a
lit
rock.
if Malik was there.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not.
if Kasia's not, I have to be up there because there's no space inside. Because I assume you're sleeping, like taking 3 places.
Are you sleep?
I will try.
Yeah, so I'll be up. Cause
As
there's
you
no
sleep,
space.
it's very difficult for you to fall asleep. But as you fall asleep, you almost immediately fall into a very deep sleep, as it's been about 3 days at this point. So you two are up in the creek?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all continue down the river. The sun begins to set.
Malik, you're an interesting man. I must say.
I don't know about that, Blitz. I just grew up on a farm.
Yes. Where exactly?
Oh, way out in Greenhaven. It's not somewhere you know, I think.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for something. Haven't found it yet.
Alright. Do I know anything about Greenhaven?
Roll history.
Oh, yes. +0. What the heck?
That was really hard.
Was it cocked? Okay, yeah, that's good.
No,
Sorry.
it
Oh,
landed.
okay,
Yeah,
it was a
it
17.
Nice.
Yeah.
17?
Yeah.
It's green.
Is it
So-
Greenhaven or Grinhaven?
It is Greenhaven. Well, the people there say it a little differently.
Oh, okay.
Green.
They have the
As
same
you had seen,
green.
actually, I think your like zodiac, your astrological sign was
Green.
green or grin, depending on how you say it.
Yo.
Yeah.
Which is like it's part of the like vernacular in Everidge and in Greenhaven.
I looked her up.
It's just it's like a prefix.
Everyone from Greenhaven has the same zodiac.
Everyone from Greenhaven just looks like Malik.
They just all have like
All
a
green.
yearly
Yeah.
ritual where they have. So.
Great. So Greenhaven is home to so Everidge is what'd you roll?
17.
Everidge is all governed by the Zeronian Empire. That's why I kind of use them exchangeably because it's all united. Like it's just it's I mean there's different regions, but it's all under one central empire, which is the Zeronian Empire. Greenhaven is a continent that is much larger than Everidge. If Everidge is the size of Australia, Greenhaven is probably like North America sized. So it's much bigger. It is separated into 2 distinct empires. That is the Ismidian Empire and the other one, which starts with a B.
It's the one I wrote down.
B.
Yes, it's the
Byzantine.
Byzantine Empire. Let's see.
Sponsored by the Byzantine Empire.
Yes. This episode
He's brought to you.
that is the Blunhart Kingdom. So the Ismidian Empire is in the west, which Greenhaven is to the east of Everidge. Blunhart is to the east.
Is there any like?
And you do know that a few years ago, about 50 years ago,
They invented both.
there was a major conflict between Zeroni and Ismidia. They had gone to somewhat of like a Cold War type situation, where there were a few skirmishes on either shore, and there was a little bit of fighting in Zhenma, if you look up there at the very northeast tip of the Lapis Ridge. So there was actually like a pretty significant amount of fighting there for about 10 years, and nobody really gained or lost any ground, and the war kind of ended at a stalemate. But tensions are still high between Zeroni and Ismidia. That's why if you've seen any like harsh feelings against Grinhaven or anything like that, that comes from the Ismidian Empire.
Any
Something I hate you.
I suppose like I might have interacted with some traders from there.
Go ahead and roll nature.
Nature?
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Yes, all intelligence.
11.
If you spend a long rest of the week,
No,
you just know
none of them
what
seem
it does.
particularly special. Very mundane people.
Just normal.
Well, I would say,
I don't think like
and when I say normal, I mean like mundane. Like they all seem like commoners.
All right. Thank you.
Farmers, traders, like all
yeah.
that. Like not these exotic anything.
So just like people from Everidge, like they just come.
No, not like people. I would say not like people from Everidge. Okay, we'll say it. Why not?
they were all named Steve.
They're all
They're all
named
named Steve.
No,
They're all just
you-
Malik.
none of them have any like magical abilities. Like nobody is like out here with like magical trinkets. Not that it's super common in Everidge, but you know, like
it's a very plain people.
yeah, it's just a very like it almost feels like they're not advanced, but it's strange, or like they don't have like that kind of knowledge for magic.
Still in the Stone Age.
Yeah, they're still in the Stone Age.
Caveman.
Right.
But I mean, they seem to be fine in battle. I mean, they basically came to a stalemate on Everidge shores.
So, Grinhaven, Malik. Why would you
Good place.
Why would you come here? Seems like
Again, let's
quite
came here
dangerous.
looking for something. It wasn't. Well, I had a life back there, but it wasn't the most exciting, and I was very different from everyone else. So I came here.
Such as what I was going to point out, actually. I've never met anyone from Grinhaven quite like you, I guess, with the magic and whatnot.
Yeah, that's right. There's not much of that over there, and you can imagine the reaction of people around me when I started trying some of it out. Huh?
Right. I suppose you don't need to tell me, but I'm curious.
It's your father's
Yeah, only Kai should know.
What are you looking for?
No, even I'm not sure of that yet. Right? But if I figure it out, I'll tell you. It's your role.
To know what you're looking for?
No. Deception. I know what I mean.
Oh, okay. Deception. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Deception.
Can I counter it with an insight?
Sure, go
Damn
ahead.
it.
Yo.
You can do it.
Oh, you suck at that.
What is it?
Roll.
Really bad.
21.
You could tell he's keeping something from you.
Alright. Not gonna push him.
That's right.
You did your worst stat.
Would
against
anyone
his
else
best.
like to do anything?
It was the most unexpected.
Would any of you like to do anything else?
As Damien's falling asleep, I'm just gonna
Shit, good boy.
wake up.
You don't get to sleep. You don't get to sleep.
I'm just gonna.
Do half elves? Do half elves do
So,
like the
as a
trance thing?
No, they sleep.
As a reminder, it's like 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Be
So,
sleepy.
Appropriate.
but yeah, you haven't slept for like 3 or 4 days.
And we're going along the river right now, right?
Yep.
I'm just like boats.
Yeah,
Boats.
There's no boats.
No boats.
More boats.
No boats,
Wouldn't they
no
be
boats.
sailing? Which way does it flow? Wouldn't they be going against the?
The river flows.
Oh yeah, that is
That
a weird
way, right?
river because it goes from
Uh,
the sea on both sides. So I don't know where.
Yeah, it flows towards. It flows the way you're headed. It flows east.
No.
That's it? Oh yeah. Why do I just
Yeah.
remember you saying like it flowed the other way
No,
at the
no,
beginning?
no. I think that.
Well, you would come from the north the other
Yeah,
way.
it's because you got jet skied over here.
Yeah.
You would come from
It
the
didn't
north,
really
so like
matter.
you really haven't.
Yeah, you're.
No, I'm pretty sure it flows.
Yeah,
It does. It flows east. If I said otherwise, I was wrong.
Well, it's on a
You
jet
probably
ski.
didn't.
It does. It does flow east.
Oh, it's on a jet ski.
It's
What
on
are you
a
gonna do?
So
How'd you end up at Old Pass? What the hell happened?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Took it the long way. We gotta get
yeah,
you
you would I mean, not that they know this, but you were in the Cerulean waters.
Yeah.
When that happened.
And I just
Yeah, I want to see your unconscious body.
Yeah,
Like the
like
Swiss Army Man.
It's like a few sailors that are like, what is that?
Skipping a rock.
We go all the way up.
Great. So you
It's a
guys,
lifeless body.
you guys start to head for a few more miles. Where are you?
I'm in the
there's no
box
boats.
with flight.
There's no boats.
Boats don't exist in this country.
I'm in the like carriage with flightless.
So I don't know if do boats sail upstream.
Of course.
How do you?
Do you if the wind is going away, the boat's just like,
Wait,
well, can go there.
Hey, I mean, all right.
Well,
Yeah,
shit.
man, I don't know how
The
rivers
boat's
work.
like,
I mean,
well,
that's what I was
shit.
saying. When you described the stream, I was like, I would not have thought of any of that.
I don't know how rivers work, dude.
How strong is the current?
It's
It's not like
decent
a
size. It's
white-
not like
like your
rapids.
average.
How strong is
Oh,
the
it's
wind
just-
right now?
What's the wind speed here? How tall is the grass in your world? Like,
Yeah, look at the grass.
They're all the
yeah,
same size.
exactly. Hey, I take out a measuring
It's just-
tape.
Like a cut G.
Where are you in the cart? You're in the carriage.
I like
Okay.
you cut like
Great.
jizz in
Is it-
grass.
Three
It's so
and
good.
three in the carriage.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
well,
like you
it's
cut
like
jizz.
Damien is
It's
laying
so
down.
That's what I
good.
meant.
I'm slumped.
So there's two of you. So there's
Was that the original like intention
four
of the
other
joke?
people. So it's Damien, and then like you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you two and Flightless,
Well, who's driving?
and you and Blitz.
Blitz.
Oh.
Blitz and
That's where you guys are
boys
just talking.
and male like our
Damn
drive.
it, I thought we were on top of
What's
the
your
carriage.
intelligence stat?
I thought we were on top
Oh,
of
it's
the
that
carriage.
new
talking.
autopilot carriage. It's the Tesla carriage.
Tesla carriage.
Alright.
You gotta
Wait,
keep
wait,
your
wait.
hands on the reins.
Wait, Blitz.
Do the rest.
Blitz, can I try something?
Uh,
I'm gonna mage hand you drive it.
Yo.
I mean, it's like a lot of. You're carrying 4 horses, and it's like it's like okay.
apocalypse.
You can carry what 10 pounds?
Yeah, I can Malik can barely do 10 pounds.
Yeah, true.
Male is like flying.
you grew up
So
on a
it's like
farm
it's
and
like
you
not
like
the
yourself.
steadiest.
Yeah, what the hell?
If the horse were to give any tension, it would be bad. But for
But
now, it's fine.
Autopilot.
But autopilid, it's fine.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, autopilot. Thank God.
I'm not sure I like this. I'm
It's
just going to.
that's fair.
Just grab them.
It's an option for the future, though.
I'm gonna
If any of
shake
us
the
needs-
mage hands.
As you
I
head
think,
for about an hour or two longer through the river, or alongside the banks of the river, you see. Only you two are looking out.
Mhm.
I'm specifically looking.
You see, not a ship, but
Damn it.
It's a boat.
No.
the edge.
But a raft.
Is it a boat at least?
It is a boat.
It's a boat.
No, it's not a boat.
Kayak.
Damn it,
You
it's
see
So
the
it's a raft.
well, it could be. It's unclear because
It's
it's like a mile away at this point.
Please don't
Right.
be a floating.
Use your outside.
But it's a
Honestly,
It's a giant.
Let me describe it.
cobalt.
Let me describe it. It is like wood. It is like the edge of what appears to be, as you get closer, some kind of dock. Not like a large harbor or anything. The river doesn't really change, but again, it's like half a mile wide, and just this small dock. And it's hard to see. You can't really see around it. Like it just kind of extends, and it's blocked by a large structure. You had taken this path to get to Inkberry. And the structure was not here, nor was the dock.
Oh shoot.
At least not that you had seen. You had taken pretty much, you'd followed the bank on the northern side of the river into Inkberry. This structure was not here. What the structure is a large, akin to like a circus tent.
Huh.
Where are we going?
It is purple,
We're going
like
to circus.
stripes that go up it into like this conic roof, and there are large like wooden shafts that like come out of the roof that have like yeah, it's in the cone shape.
It's just like one of those things.
It's like an ice cream cone that you lick on.
Oh! Like the bayou boats or something like in Louisiana.
So
Yeah, is it a boat?
no, this is not a boat. This is on the
No, but-
river.
but they're like-
Or, I'm sorry, this is on the bank.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Is it a boat? But it like does it?
Okay,
float?
but okay, cool. But does the land break off? And then... So, you're so stupid. It's a large tent, and you see like these large like ropes that are like staked into the ground, and these large shafts of wood that have like bells and wind chimes, and a few like almost like skulls on top of them. All these like bits and baubles.
Skulls?
Yeah, like animal skulls, like small animal skulls.
Like human skulls.
for
that
hunters.
stakes
Yeah, they just
and
have them like on spikes. No, but you see just like all these weird little trinkets on all these big shafts in this large purple tent. And as you approach, as you get closer, the dock is like kind of hidden. You barely just see the edge of it behind this. On one side, the side like away from the river, there is what appears to be like some kind of window, but it is closed with like these wood panels, these shutters that are pulled closed, and it has a little windowsill with a bell on it, golden bell, like a service bell.
Do we,
As you kind of like slow the carriage to a stop, like right nearby.
Oh,
I'm gonna kind of.
It's on the same side as you.
I'm gonna kind of bang on the carriage.
Okay.
Do I wake up?
As
David,
David,
don't wake him up.
Don't wait.
Well, I'm trying to alert these guys.
you were in a deep sleep. I would say.
He's out.
He is out cold.
Okay,
Nothing's
okay,
gonna
okay.
wake this guy, short of like stabbing
Let
him
me
in
know
the
when I
leg.
wake up.
Never mind.
There is something
It's only been 12 hours.
interesting out here. Not really sure what it is.
We're going over there.
Malik, all right.
Great.
Can someone stay here with Damien?
I'll stay.
Alright, well I kind of get my sword and stuff.
Okay. As you kind of just like gear up and you open the door, Alice, you open the door and see this large tent, and you recognize it.
Brr.
None that is.
You have seen this before.
Yo, what?
Oh my god, is this what I think it is?
It is.
Okay, that's good.
That's cool. What is it?
I thought we were gonna be like, yes, these are the clowns that killed your parents.
Yes, these are the people who
The
killed you.
clowns.
I can drive.
Clowns.
From outer space.
But great, so you all step out of the cart, and Alice has this like sense of recognition on her face.
Do you know why?
But there's no like, I mean, it's pretty dark out. There's no sign of like anyone moving, anything happening.
Do I
hear the
recognize?
sounds of reverie?
No. Considering you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Wait. Traveler's Guide. Well, do I read books?
It's a wild.
It's a wild night.
I'll
Get outta here.
Kylie.
Okay,
I don't know, I've
cool.
never heard of that.
No, what?
Wait,
that?
What's
I
wild?
actually don't.
What's
Did I
wild
say
mount?
that?
What's
You
wild?
said wild man.
Wild mount?
That's like the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Critical Role.
No, what? That's not a thing.
It's what?
Love your show, by the way, for watching.
They're not watching.
They're not.
If they
Spoiler
are.
alert.
Spoiler alert,
If
they're
we,
not
if we got like an
I hate to
intern
tell
or something
you,
watching,
they're not
Matt
watching.
Mercer loved in Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah, that was good, man.
literally
Yeah.
anyone.
Great,
connected
okay,
to the
let's stop
company-
doing that.
Okay. Yeah, cut this part.
Okay, well,
Great, as you all head out of the cart.
recognizing the tent,
20,
I'm
30
gonna.
History? Yeah,
Or books or something.
you don't recognize it. What is
Roll
this?
for books.
Roll for books.
And you see the wooden shafts kind of like come up over the tent and form this like little like cross at the top.
Recognizing the tent, I'm gonna run over to the entrance and
Where's
kind of shout,
Malik?
"Pirks Vidon, are you there? Hello?"
You get no reply.
And can I like look inside?
It's closed.
Hey,
Can I knock on the door?
Isn't there a bell?
Yeah, you knock on the door. There's
Ring
no
the bell.
response.
Alice, it's like
Is there?
this is like the
is
first
the
time
bell
that we've
there?
seen you happy, right? Is it?
Is this the first time
The
we've
first
seen
time
you
ever.
smile
You've
on your
never
face?
smiled in this campaign.
Pretty.
Your
good.
eyes are soulless.
No, I mean, but like, no.
It's okay. I like
What?
that.
No, we come back. Alice and she was like, "I'm just lost," and then, like,
She's not like
Well, I
depressed.
think she smiled when she met Moonflower,
Yeah.
and then
I wasn't
she
there.
died.
I wasn't
So-
there.
Nice.
Probably wasn't
Nice,
smiling.
thank you,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I've been
thank you.
going
Alright,
through
Moonflower.
it since my
You were a real
best
one.
friend just
So
vaporized.
yeah, so you like bang on
yeah.
the door. There's no response.
Alice, do you know what is this?
There's
Yeah,
someone here. His
Alice.
name is Pirks Vidon, and he helped me out when I was on my way to Opaz.
And he has,
Oh,
he
really?
has pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have pink skin?
No.
Blue skin?
You're not here, Cash.
I'm not.
Ye-
I just remember that for a second.
It's like grayish green.
Top
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Grayish
love
green, maybe a little bit blue.
She has pinkish hair? James like,
I'm like, I know what it is. I like pink character, like
Go back to
either
sleep.
that
Okay.
or
He has lots of supplies in his shop, and maybe he could be of help to us. But I don't think he's here right now.
Oh, that's a shame.
What if we ring this bell?
I'm gonna-
Is there a bell?
Yeah, as you ring the bell, you hear like a shuffling inside here.
Yes.
And
Yeah, where else could he be?
you hear shuffling inside and like just like things being like tossed over and like and you hear like almost like comical sounds. Like
Like a
you
cat
hear like
screech,
like
like
yeah, like a cat screech and like a piano being like dropped and then like
I'm just gonna kind of like look at Blump, like.
and you hear just like all these bells and whistles inside and he's like yeah, coming. And then,
Yes.
Oh.
Joe from Family.
Joe Swanson. And you see that the window shutters just like they like fly up into the tent, and you see standing in front of you is a like 7'2" furball with like patchy pink hair
taller than me.
and like features. Yeah, this is the first person you've seen that's like taller than you.
In your life.
And you see he has like cow-like features, almost. Yeah, like almost cow-like, and he wears like a white, almost like a pirate, like a sailor shirt that's kind of like tied, and then like a green vest over that, and you see like a tail come out with like a little like pink flare of hair at the end.
Cool.
Hello, welcome
Hey,
to the
how
Traveling
you doing?
Crossroads.
I'm gonna kill.
Hi,
Oh, it's lovely to have you back. How are you?
Well, I guess we're not doing great, but that's okay. How are you?
That's all right. I am great. As you like look behind him into the shop, you see a very different shop than what you had seen before. This has none of the same things inside. In fact, what you see, like, the big thing is like there's like a steering wheel for like a ship, like a large steering wheel just like hooked up on the wall. And you see like all these like ropes and like ties down for a boat. And you see like actually like laying across this like main table is like a large like mast that is like actively being worked on. And you see like sails and like things like that, very much like
Wait, this is a directional.
So I was doing an impression of me riding on Blitz's back with the wheel we're about to buy over the ocean, like.
Blump holding a sail.
It's like a blanket.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the Traveling Crossroads. Alice, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. It's great to have a returning customer.
It's great to be back. I brought some more friends with me this time.
Oh, that's great. I love to see friends. Oh, well, what can I do for you today?
Well, I think Are we looking for a boat? Are we?
I think
Do you
so.
sell a boat?
Well, the Traveling Crossroads comes around precisely when you need us. If you need a boat, we have a boat.
Where is the boat? I do not see one.
As you like walk around, the dock like extends, and there is a nice like a big like sailing ship, and it's got like 2 decks.
So it's big.
Yeah, I mean it's decently big. It's not like some huge
How
crew.
many sails?
It has 2 decks. It's pretty good.
What? Yeah, it has 2 sails, like one like main mast, and then
Okay,
like
so it's like a
It has 2 masses.
so it's like a
yeah, and then like a small.
brigantine.
The carriage or no?
I think.
But your average carriage.
It probably could not fit the carriage.
Could
Okay.
it fit like a couple horses?
We could tow it.
The carriage. So the horse is
Wait.
still on it.
We can sell the carriage,
Oh, well, this guy's probably gonna be like, yeah, 3,000 gold, please.
or take the
The
carriage.
Wait.
Was that there before?
You couldn't see the rest of the dock.
Oh.
Like
So
Oh,
you have to like walk around.
So it is
and this
quite
guy's-
a beautiful ship.
Yeah, it's a beauty. It really is. It's one of our pride and joys.
Where? How did you get that here?
Alright.
okay.
This guy's
Wait,
got
wait.
himself
He just kind of shrugs.
convinced.
What you're asking how he got the boat in the river?
I mean, he.
Like
This was a
how did
traveling
this get
tent. Like, how does this
here?
He
work?
single-handedly
Uh,
brought all
He's
of them.
simply.
Would you mind showing me around the boat?
Oh yeah, no problem. If you follow me, boom, the window slams shut, and you hear like, just like a triangle, like ding, 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 ding.
Okay,
like
okay.
all these comical
Like,
sounds
detect
inside.
magic. I'm like,
What?
what's happening here?
Detect magic. The whole thing is just lighting up with pretty much every type of magic, just like splotches of like
awesome.
It's all
everything.
fake.
Just you see like conjuration and like
start
illusion
sailing
and
the ship and there's
transmutation and like enchantment and all these different things, like almost like they're like flashing like in and out as like your detect magic can't decide what magic is more prevalent on all
Yeah,
these
it's like
things.
I'm in Tokyo, right? I was like,
Yeah. It's just like all these lights in your face. Yeah, if you follow me this way, and he like comes out a back door. Oh, you could come see the ship. And he brings you over to the dock, and there is like a nice like ramp that just leads up to the ship.
what's your name?
What?
Do we see a name on the ship?
Nope. Not a prevalent one.
SS
We're so
Floyd
good at
Cobalt.
naming.
No, we know what it is.
Oh, it's the
Look, we know.
it's the floating.
Yes!
Oh my god.
This ship is it's a pretty standard sailing ship, but it'll probably get the job done for you.
Is the ship magical too? Did you detect?
Could,
Yeah, is it magical?
Yeah, you sense conjuration magic off the ship.
Oh. Ship in a bottle, ship in a bottle.
if it's a ship in a bottle, I will shit myself.
I will shit in a bottle.
I will shit in a bottle. That's funny.
Oh, I hope it is.
Seems like
Because my
Cut to a
bottle's
clip.
Might be tough
bottle's
to,
empty and
uh,
I'm hungry.
might be tough to man with just
Sorry.
a small crew like this. But
Oh yeah, well, really, this ship is not going to be a hassle. I do have to give you a little warning. We could sell this to you like permanently, but that might be a little out of your price range. What are you thinking? Are you well off?
I can give you a carriage.
We have 6 of them in the party.
Oh, that's very nice of you, but I don't know if I could easily get that around.
It's a quite exclusive carriage, belonging to the
It's got a paint job.
given to us by the
Yeah.
high priest of Inkbury.
That's very nice of you. Unfortunately, I have no need, but
Makes sense.
thank you for the offer.
Could we rent it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, of
Well-
course you could. That's what I was just about to offer. Where are you all looking to go? As he walks up the ramp and like turns away from you.
We're looking to go to Brooktail.
Oh, no problem. Just one passage to Brooktail.
Dude, we unlocked fast travel.
He sits on the like steering wheel and he just starts like turning it and like just like feeling it. Like it's tied to the dock, but like he just kind of feels in his hands.
He like revs the motor.
He's gonna make us
Here.
I'm gonna look like behind the ship, see if like there's a
There's an
rudder
electric
moving or anything like that. Like,
No.
there's just nothing there.
one. Is he aiming the
See,
ship?
it's underneath, right?
Right.
I thought you meant like an engine.
No, why would I ask if there's an
you
It's
mean
the
just-
first speedboat.
The rudder's a thing that just like moves back and forth?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be worrying if there wasn't one of those.
Yeah,
Like, the boat just
I
goes.
think meant like one of those things that like.
Yeah, no, an actual engine. Boat engine.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Yeah. Passage to Brooktail. That'll run you about 75 gold.
That's so
35.
doable.
Best we can do.
He like stops. I feel like it's a returning customer sale. Plus, you
No
all
way.
seem like a very nice
Are
people.
you serious?
How much would this ship be permanently? Just
Oh, this ship will
Wait,
cost
yes, I
you.
guess.
I think he did just say yes at 35. Did he just say yes at 35?
No,
No,
Oh,
was
he
like,
said 75
like-
was a sale.
Yeah, he's like, I'm already giving you a
Oh.
discount,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
I was like,
I'm sure
that works.
Yeah, I was
okay.
This ship will run you about, and he like punches in the numbers. Probably about.
Cash register.
Yeah, he punches in the number. No, I was just. Run you about 7,500.
We got that.
easy.
I want to come back.
Where's
for
the decimal? I'm not here. He hears out his mind.
Strange. 7,500 gold.
What's his renting for? We just rent it for now.
Yes. No, I think actually we're going to negotiate 7,500.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best
How
we can do
about-
is 35.
How'd you feel about, you got 100, how about 141 gold?
And 2 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Cherry on top.
And some lint.
You know, blow you a kiss too.
You could actually view this as an investment opportunity
Um,
in the Celestial Syndicate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be famous. one day.
75 gold, that'll get you to Brooktail.
Well, I guess we can use the payment the High Priest gave us.
Yeah.
Malik, I believe you have that.
3/4 of the party fund.
It's very nice of you. What's your name?
Malik.
Nice to meet you, Malik. I'm Pirks Vadan. He puts it, he attaches it to his belt at his side.
Slip on.
And he heads back into the shop to get a few things and heads back out. Do you have a particular name in mind for the ship?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Only temporary.
We all look at each other.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
You look at us?
Yeah. Hey.
He looks back at the
I
carriage.
look at the carriage.
I
I'm like,
would not have
Is
guessed.
it Buoyant Lizard?
I'm like,
No.
thank you.
I think you know what we want to name.
All right. Comes back with happy fun time. Just kidding. I'll take my best guess, I suppose.
No. As far as the way you're on top of it, the ship will be named the Floating Cult.
All right, that sounds like something we can do. And he goes back inside, and there's this brass plate that he comes back out with that he is clearly engraved as he stood there. Nothing fancy, not some permanent thing.
He just engraved it just right. Usually.
Yeah, well, it takes about 10
What
minutes.
font is it in?
Yeah.
What?
What would
It's
you say?
in
The
nautical
Takes a
font.
chisel.
Can you
italicized.
Yeah, it's
not Comic Sans?
It's in Comic
Can it
Sans.
please be Comic
Size 12 font times New Roman? MLA format?
A double spaced. Don't forget.
Yeah. He does it. We're like, actually, we need it in Comic Sans. Goes back.
And he goes around the boat, and he puts it on not in the exact middle of the back, but kind of nearby on the hull of the ship. It's off center, but in a nice
Why would it be
Artistic
in the center?
way.
It never goes in the center.
It's like the thirds. The
Yeah,
rule
it's
of
on
thirds.
the-
I guess you
Exactly.
put it on the
It's like
side.
Fibonacci
Right.
sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And places it on the back of the ship, and he pats the ship. All right, that'll do you good. That'll get you to Brooktail. Don't worry about returning it. It'll find it the way back.
Yoink. That's
That's
Magic
so
man.
cool.
Magic man.
So
I want this ship really badly.
Me too. What are we gonna do about our carriage and our horses?
Oh, I
It's all
can
meant for the spells.
I can keep him here if you want.
Are you gonna be here?
I'll be here whenever you need me.
It's pretty cool.
This is a cool
He's-
guy.
I trust him.
You're a cool guy.
You are a cool
Ah,
guy.
it's very nice. What's your name?
Blitz.
Blitz. You're a very cool guy as well.
I blush.
Yo.
I think he's in it. Yo, you smell good.
You see flies buzzing around him.
Is he stinky?
He's very stinky.
I smell it from the cart.
I give him $2.
Can we clean him with precipitation?
Precipitation, you clean him, and then flies go away for a minute, and he just swarm back.
Magic.
You also don't ask him. He's like,
Dude, don't blame me, bro. I've been working this
Dude,
out for
dude,
like a
chill.
couple weeks.
Bro, relax, man.
then
Do you mind?
thank you. I guess.
Yeah, no problem. Just remember the traveling crossroads next time, and we'll be here to hopefully help you with your next problem.
Hello. If you don't mind me asking, how do you get all this stuff around?
Oh, it's a little insider secret.
I see. As conjuration magic beams and everything.
Barely
Between the two of us, and he pulls you aside. It's magic.
Holy
Join our Patreon.
That'd be pretty epic.
Well, the ship is all yours. It's all ready, and I can take the carriage and horses.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave Damien here.
Keep good
Yeah.
care of
And
him.
cash.
Yeah.
And cash.
Actually,
Lift
Yeah,
Damien.
let us get our friends.
Oh, no problem. Take your time. I'll be here as long as you need me.
Thank you, Pirks Vadan. It was good to see
Oh,
you.
and thank
again.
you, Alice. It was lovely to see a familiar face.
I suppose we're away from him now.
Yeah, as you all walk back towards the carriage.
Alice, how do you know this man?
Yeah, how'd you?
Well, I ran into him on my way to
Your
Opass.
What did he help you with?
a robe
Oh,
with
he let
parents.
Steve's.
he lent me a horse. She was very nice.
Very nice.
Well,
Yeah.
let us get these two. I'm just gonna pick up Damien.
Yeah, as you like pick him up.
So, Cash, we found ourselves a boat. It's pretty cool. It's called the SS Floating Cobalt.
That's great.
It stands for steamship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
It's a sail ship.
No.
That's what it stands for.
No, I'm just gonna
Yeah, I
shave
thought it was
all
Different
of
in this
soil.
world, idiot.
Yeah, welcome to Everridge, idiot.
You know what kind of train this is? You know what kind of ship this is?
Oh my god.
Where are you gonna put Damien?
In my lap. No. I suppose there would be
Do I hear that
a
in my mouth?
maybe a captain's quarters or something that we can put him in.
Hopefully he doesn't get seasick.
Also, I'm the captain of the ship show. No, I'm just kidding. I don't say.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me.
I am the captain.
Pierce of Dawn kind of comes out. All right, if you're all done with this carriage here, I'll and he grabs the horse's like front reins. I'll lead him back to the traveling crossroads, and I'll see you off on your way.
Do we want to keep a horse?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it. It'll be fine.
Where are we gonna put? Like, where would we put it?
This guy is either extremely powerful or super high. I
I
can't
think
or
it
both.
can only
both,
He
yeah.
wills his like highness into
What are we gonna do with
existence.
this? We'll figure it
He's just extremely
about
lucky.
Yeah.
He leads the horses like around the other side of the tent.
I look over it on the back.
Well, he's just keeping him outside at the moment.
No, okay.
Well, it's been lovely meeting you, and hopefully, good things await you in Brooktail.
Hopefully.
Do we need to like, sail the ship? It seems like it's
Oh yeah, I mean that would be ideal.
right.
Oh,
Okay, I just
Damn. I thought it was a Tesla.
No, that's
okay.
Potentially you can mage hand it.
Yeah.
And then make it a
A
Tesla
ship.
Floating maintain.
It was a pleasure doing business with
Yes,
you.
pleasure with you as well.
We'll
That
see
would
you
be
soon.
ideal. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Say
That's
that
just
about
Blake. That's
Pearson.
Blake coming
That's
out.
just me. Every NPC has had something like that,
Some sort of
specifically
sarcasm.
talking to you.
Oh my. Well, should we
Nice.
Yeah. And Alice, it was lovely seeing you again. All right.
May
All
the
right.
gods be with you.
Bye now. And he like
he is good.
he hoists the ramp up behind you and then like tosses it over
It's
the
Procan. Holy crap.
back of the side of the ship.
Dude, that is back.
do we have an
Save your life.
insurance?
So Blitz, you're manning. So the ship, there is like an upper deck where there's a steering wheel. There is a mast. There's no like crow's nest or anything. Like it's just like a large mast with like a large sail.
Suppose I should give them a quick lesson on
We're gonna make.
how to work the rigging on the
Yeah,
sails
yeah.
and stuff.
So there's two sails and a main mast, and so you like untie the sail and the mast on both of them, and Damien's asleep. So, but I assume go ahead. You're proficient with water vehicles. So yeah, you would know how this works. I guess the four of you who
Alright,
are
guys, I'm ready.
helping
Yeah.
So how
as
do you
part
work
of the
the
crew, go ahead and roll survival.
Dude, Blitz is gonna be like, oh yeah, turn the
see
sail.
it.
I'm proficient in
eastward.
survival.
Roll,
Oh, you
yeah,
better
to
do
see if
good
you
then.
survive.
Survival.
Do I auto fail because I'm not
Oh,
conscious?
do
Yeah, you automatically die.
Did he get like a room?
Oh wait, would I add my proficiency bonus?
You're
Like-
fine. You know.
Oh,
how
I
it
see what
works.
you're
This is
saying.
just see if they
Wait,
kind of
actually,
take
it's
that
fine.
on.
It's
Ten.
explain.
Survival.
So.
Wait, survival?
Ah,
Oh, it's
plus
plus
one.
Oh,
11.
You'd like,
Cool.
you'd like 7.
that's
10.
sad.
I thought it was minus 1 because
11.
At 11. You're working with the most ragtag crew.
Hey, but I got like muscle.
They're like trying to
Only
figure out how to
Damien
like
is there.
untie the knot, and they're like retying
Damien
it
there?
as they do it.
How is that even
And
possible?
you-
I'm like,
Like they like untie it, and, like
impressed.
as they're like keep just moving the rope.
Nat 19, by the way. I was there.
If I were
You're so good at
and you're
sleeping.
sleeping.
And yeah, you like basically have to do everything for them, and you just kind of like end up like rigging pretty much everything around the ship, getting it ready.
You just kind of put a rope on the steering wheel as you have to run down. Like,
you're like a pulley system. Great, but yeah, so you get it all rigged up, and the ramp comes back, and you start to pull out of the dock as the river current like starts to guide you.
Yes.
Yeah, back up.
Is it a straight shot river right now?
Pretty much.
Yeah, as far as you can see.
I'm gonna cast. I'd like to.
Don't do it.
I think
Don't do gust of wind
Do
on
a
the sail.
wheelie, do a wheelie.
Don't do gust of wind on the sail.
I think you can move it to.
Yeah, the gust of wind just keeps going with the ship.
Yeah, heat rises, so you should firebolt the sail.
I'd like to gust of wind the sails.
Okay, so as you
Make a
gust
hot air
of wind,
balloon.
so it's like you're drifting out into the middle of the river, and the current starts to.
I retcon.
So stupid. I can't. No, I mean it would help.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
I'll
pretty
do it.
cool too.
Maybe.
Burning a second level
Like, how
spell.
Oh, okay.
You can sleep.
The ship is I don't know, like it's
Actually, I'm not gonna do the gust of wind
Okay.
right now. I want to do that in case we get attacked by like a kraken or something. We just gotta...
Yeah, Kraken Joe.
That's exactly what I think.
Is it 5
We
feet
got the
wide?
ship for super cheap.
Yeah.
And then we're
5
gonna pay
feet?
for
Yeah.
it.
The Kraken's
Because
all
gonna
the
get
way
like
down.
we don't have
No,
insurance
yeah,
either.
it's like 35
insurance.
feet across
I know.
the
What are we
ship.
gonna do?
Just call it State Farm real quick. You
There is a
Farm just
lower deck, so
teleports
there's like
Like a
a
good neighbor.
there's like a trapdoor of sorts that opens to a lower deck, and under there just pretty much empty barrels, crates, stuff like that, storage. Doesn't seem like there's anything in them.
Could you fit a person in the barrel?
No, they're pretty small barrels. I mean, you could fit like a
Is it
halfling.
Could you fit
Or we just say
could you
like
fit a bird?
king could?
Yeah, there it is.
Toss him
Oh
overboard.
yeah, he's pretty small. You
There
could
it
probably
is.
you could
We're
probably like
We can
curl
actually
him
bait
up.
the kraken. With Kengu.
How do you say
And
help
further
in sign
down
language?
there are like
How do you say help in
bunked
sign
cots.
language? He's just
Oh
like,
god, they're actual beds.
he's just like,
What?
They're not hammocks?
No, they're bunked cots on
Oh,
the far
God,
end.
that's
They
so
look pretty rough, but
Oh god, okay.
Or be
they're like they're up against
You're gonna
the
be like,
they're up against the
Use,
wall.
Use create hammock.
Yeah, create hammock.
power word hammock.
Great.
like a beautiful hammock. Like 2 palm trees are holding it.
That is it. And there is a captain's quarters as well.
That's where I set Damien.
Hell yeah.
And there's like a nice bed.
You like
in there
tuck
Don't get
him
used
into-
to it.
that you set Damien
He like
down.
kisses you on the forehead. Tucks you in.
Great. So
You
yeah,
don't wake
you
up on a
said, you
ship.
said you set Damien
He's so
down as
confused.
he continues in this deep sleep, and you start to steer the ship down the river. Go ahead and just make a general. It would be
Alex.
dexterity
Alex.
plus proficiency,
Please
Alex.
do not cry.
Dexterity?
or strength.
Athletics. That was great.
No, it's
No, this
strength
is
with
it.
proficiency.
Strength.
Yeah, I guess the same as that.
I believe in you.
Well,
You got
it'd be
this.
a difference. It'd be a difference between a +7 and a +5.
But you get proficiency because you're proficient in water vehicles.
Right. I'm saying is it strength or athletics that makes a difference.
Because he's also
No,
proficient
no,
in
no, no,
athletics.
no. It's as if you were rolling athletics because it's strength plus proficiency. It's basically its own skill check
Yeah.
that you're proficient in.
Hey, it's not
Not
bad.
terrible. Okay, so combined 20.
Great.
Yeah, too.
Oh,
so
no,
yeah.
no, I'm sorry.
Plus 7.
18.
Plus 7.
It would not be +7 because it's strength plus proficiency.
And your strength is
So
plus.
that's +5.
Gotcha.
So
Understood.
18.
He's good at acrobatics.
I see. So, yeah. So but it's still decent enough. You know how to work this ship. It's a little smaller than the kind of things you're used to, and you're usually not like the captain, but you have had experience steering the ship. And so it's not bad. It's pretty much a straight shot down the river at this point. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the river, like it basically it's a very gradual curve to the south. So it's really not that bad. And as you go for a few miles, there's no like rapids or anything.
Oh, I didn't realize we're that close to the Hollow Island.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, we could just jump by.
We're actually really close.
But we'd have to go around.
We also told them that.
Yeah,
we're
we
going
also
to
told him
Brooktail.
we're just going to Brooktail. I feel kind of bad.
We can't
It just
lie,
like
don't we?
vanishes.
Yeah, that's probably what would happen.
Yeah, it gets stranded out at sea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No thanks.
And the current's actually not that strong. So like, you could probably like stop if you like tried to.
Yeah.
Do we have like an
brakes.
anchor?
I'd like to
Yeah,
ask.
yeah,
Pump,
yeah.
hey, pump,
you
hey,
can
pump the
use
brakes.
You have, and there is an anchor that
I'm
you
gonna ask
can.
Blanc just to take the wheel for a hot second.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna look in the captain's
Roll
quarters.
strength with.
I'm gonna look in the while he does it. I'm gonna
With
look in the captain's
proficiency?
quarters
No, wait, no, you're not proficient.
Yeah, I was about to say.
for some navigator's tools.
Yeah, actually, you do find them. There's like a nice desk, and there's like a map. Is that one? That's me. I'll get to you in a second. There's like it looks like a scroll that's been like opened, almost like a blank map. There's nothing there.
How?
And then there's like an ink and quill set, and then there's navigator's tools. So there's a compass. There's like a telescope type thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is there a sextant?
What?
I'm pretty sure that's a
okay, that's a
navigating
thing.
tool.
That's a thing. Okay.
It's navigator's tools.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you
Um,
did a really bad
I
job.
am
So
proficient.
as you start to actually head to the captain's quarters, you actually feel
Me too.
you fall as you're like going to pick up the compass. You fall all the way and hit the far side of the room, and you all do this. You all like fall across the deck.
Okay, I'm gonna like.
Damien, you fall off the bed.
Still sleeping?
Still sleeping.
I'm gonna sprint up there.
As you see, Blum is just constantly turning.
He's doing this. We're like,
And you see the whole ship is like.
we're
gonna, like, wrestle
we're like
it
on
as
land.
you wrestle it back and just
Like in
turn
the
it
middle
back,
of a field,
and
you
like
walk
the whole
out.
thing like rocks to the side,
Somehow.
and like everything is right.
On top of
I'm gonna go take
Yeah.
a
We're
look.
like at the top of some mountain.
Blitz!
I'm gonna go
funny.
check on Damien.
Yeah, Damien is on the floor, like up against the wall,
He's like on the roof.
like passed out. His legs have
Still
like
not awake.
The ship is upside down.
his legs have like flown over his body, and he's like
We
sleeping
actually
like
do a
that.
barrel
Like,
roll.
he does a backflip.
You gotta
This
concur.
is-
You're in coma now.
Yeah, makes sense.
Please roll for
No,
that.
not a pretty backflip. In my
Oh.
sleep.
I'm gonna
Makes
like
sense.
just white knuckle the wheel at this point. Just
Yeah.
not let
Yeah.
anybody.
Blitz,
I'm
It's
sorry. I thought I
It
could do
steadies
it.
out, and you have
It's
a
it's
steady
okay,
hand.
Blum.
I thought I could
Try
do
I
it.
getting
don't
back
know
on.
why I asked you to do it. You've never done this before.
Yeah, I
so,
don't know either. I thought it'd be kind of easy, you
Here,
know.
well,
I see you make it look so
I'm gonna-
easy.
Give the people what they want.
I'm gonna kind of like
That one's for you.
sort of give him a few lessons, I guess.
Hey,
Whoa.
you show him like
Tutorial.
generally how to stay.
Show me the ropes.
Nice.
So if you want to turn right, you turn the wheel right.
Cash,
Oh.
are you helping Damien back?
Yeah.
into bed? So Damien, you are put back in your bed.
I'm
Cassie just
Can you roll for that? Do you drop me? I'm gonna take.
deadlift him.
Sure.
Yeah. Come on.
Dude,
Drops
having
him,
a
he
rough
loses
time.
like all his health.
I drop him.
Still asleep. Somehow.
And then you pick him up again and put him back in the car.
He'll never know.
Damien has been. Well, he fell asleep in a carriage,
He's gonna wake up with like bruises on his body.
and he has gone onto a boat and thrown off of his bed, and then picked up, dropped, and then put back on the bed.
I'm just gonna
Are there
sit
cannons on the ship?
at the-
No,
Fire
there's
me.
Like see if
fire him to the islands.
It seems to be a sailing ship. It's not like a pirate ship.
I'm gonna sit at the
I'm gonna
We'll
take
say-
her now.
Merchant ships had
Send her up
cannons
to
too.
the like largest mast. As kind of a lookout.
It's like a crow's or an owl's nest.
Yeah,
That's not what I look
that
like.
was nice.
So,
I promise.
as you see Luna fly up to the top of the main mast of the ship, and kind of like scout the surrounding area.
Yeah, she's just like.
It is night.
That's cool.
The sun is setting. The sun has pretty much set at this point. It's probably 9 or 10 o'clock, and it's dark. But she has night vision. She has dark vision, and she can
Turn on the
see.
headlights.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, she can just.
You gotta turn on the brights.
Yeah, I was about to say run right.
And she sees about a mile
Magical
ahead.
ships.
Oh, I can't see windshield wipers.
And actually, and you don't see this.
Windshield.
You all don't see this. You, as you're kind of in the back of the ship steering, and the rest of you, I assume, are you starting to like make your way down to the cots below,
Yeah.
Oh,
or
God.
you're at the door?
I gotta figure out how to make
I'm,
the hammer.
I think dead.
Malik has
She
terrible
sees-
CC.
Like all your bones are like broken. You're like
Dude, we
She
still haven't woken
sees.
up. He's not breathing.
She sees a
think he's
line
dead.
of boats. In like a semicircle.
Oh wait.
Finally! Yes, we found boats.
They're almost like the size of like you know, like little, almost like a canoe, like a little like fishing, like one
just,
person
like
fishing.
run them over.
No.
Like but there's like a row of them, and there's like four canoes that kind of like spread out, and
Should we
then
stop?
there is a
We're
larger
gonna keep going through these.
there is a
boats.
larger like fishing ship with probably like a lower deck,
It's like
most
screams and
likely.
you're still sleeping.
That's in the middle.
Wait, it's blocking the way.
That is blocking.
I point that out to the guy driving.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
do you have night vision?
No.
What are you doing?
Human.
I mean, there's moonlight. It's not like
and you
pitch
just,
black.
You just taught me too.
It's
And I have
pitch
dar- I
black.
have
It's
dark
not
vision.
pitch black. What,
It's-
do
it's
y'all,
what-
do y'all ever
it's
go
what-
outside at
Wait,
night?
It's dim.
Yeah, it's them.
Wait, I don't have
Well, I have dark
vision in
vision in
real
real
life.
life, so
Oh, I see.
you know. It's just,
I see this.
No, you don't.
You don't see it, but he tells you about it in
Okay.
a few minutes.
Does
later
this
you see
ring any bells in terms of hostility or like piracy?
it. Seems like a blockade.
Yes, fishing.
Okay, so they're trying
Well,
to.
go ahead and roll
Yes. Fishing boats.
insight, I guess,
Of
Okay.
course.
as to what this is.
yes, he's amazing at that.
11
I
with a
cursed
plus
you.
6.
It seems like a blockade type thing. This is what you would typically see in a blockade.
So we
Like
can
your
just
average.
go,
So
or we can
is-
talk to
is
the
their
guy
ship-
first.
I'm gonna ask Malik. Is the fishing ship bigger than ours?
There's one over that way. I
It's
pointed
small.
to the
Smaller.
Yeah.
How wide is the river?
Still, I know.
Like it's pretty wide. It's like I mean it gets down a little, but it's still like.
So could I?
Like,
I want to just
thousand.
reel them in.
So could I go around?
I mean, yeah,
the
you could
fishing
like
ship?
drift around.
Tokyo drifted.
How far is
Sometimes
it?
chaos.
How far is it, Malik?
Like doing donuts in the water.
I'm being dead. How far are they?
They're like a
far.
mile ahead.
I'm glad I saved gust of wind.
No,
You're just trying to
You're like-
speed past
Oh
them.
no.
I'm gonna ram
You
through
see-
them.
I mean, they're
no, we should probably talk to them.
If you just aim the
They're
ship up,
pirates.
gust of wind.
Are they not?
Wait,
I
do
think
you
they blockaded it just
You're
to
Okay.
stop.
perfect.
Hey,
What? No, this
roll,
is good.
roll history.
We get boarded by the pirates,
'Cause I'm
we
gonna
kill
tell you
them, and
something
take
that
the
you should
loot.
probably
Take their
And
remember.
take their ship.
We take their
We
ship.
can own their
We can
ship.
do their
So we
ship.
can find
Hell
another
yeah.
ship.
I wish they're
Only if
pirates.
they're
Come
pirates,
on,
yeah,
please,
only if they're pirates.
please tell me.
No,
they're
and
pirates.
Or
this
if they're
is-
kobolds.
Is this not the blockade that
Like
Brooktail
an
set up?
imperial
Is that not
blockade.
It's
exactly
what
No,
what
no,
it
no,
is?
you guys haven't left.
It's 100%.
You haven't left
think-
the south
well-
side yet. You're still in the
oh.
river.
It's a South Gresham. Oh no. Wait.
Could this be?
It's just outside of Inkbury, like a few miles.
Yeah,
outside.
I was about to say.
Oh.
Is this not the Inkbury blockade?
So wait, they're a mile
It
away.
is.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna
they're
tell.
right there.
I'm
There
gonna,
must be pirates.
I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah,
tell
let's kill
people
them.
to start raising the sails.
I mean, probably not, but still.
We'll slow down, I guess, if we want to talk
Slow
to
to
these
pump
pirates.
the brakes. Are you gonna tell us to pump the brakes?
Hey guys, you gotta
brakes.
pump the
Okay.
brakes.
Oh,
Roll
yeah,
the
any
pump.
pirates?
I'm gonna roll
No?
to pump the
River.
brakes.
Alright.
That's a nat
How
2
many
to
go?
pump the brakes.
Five.
So 4 little ones, 1 big.
Yep.
Oh, we can take him. Let's.
I was just gonna gust a wind and just plow through the
Or just aim the boat up
I
and
mean-
gust of wind and jump
Wait,
over
boop,
it.
boop,
Alex.
airship.
Alex, we're a bigger
For
hole. We
2
could sink.
seconds.
The, we could sink the big one.
Get like
big
2
one.
feet
Wait,
off,
wait,
off the water.
if we want to.
Okay, great.
And
As
with
you,
the current too, it's gonna. The
as
boat's gonna
you're
die.
slowing down, so yeah. So you raise the sails.
I'm gonna pull a Sea of Thieves, lower the anchor, pull the wheel, and just.
Yeah, as you
Parallel
you're
park.
kind of like
I'm gonna parallel park the ship.
Yeah, you parallel park it like right to this, literally parallel to the fishing boat, the big one in the middle. And you don't see like much movement on the ship. And then you hear like a calming voice. Prepare to be boarded.
Hell yes.
And a man. It's difficult to see, but a man comes out and
Oh, is this
puts down like a wooden plank.
Okay. A gangplank is, I believe, is the term.
Wait.
Okay.
Hello, Bond.
It is.
Do you want to just?
And begins
about to
to
say.
begins to step up very calmly.
Does he look like a like? What does this man look like?
Yeah. So I'll describe it.
Is he a pirate?
Oh, thanks. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
Roll for
Yeah.
a pirate.
How many eye patches does he have?
Yeah. On a scale of
How many
1 eye patch, 1 macaw, and 1 peg leg, what does he have on him?
Should I scale?
2 peg legs, 2 peg arms.
Is that another Family Guy joke? Or am
I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
He can dual pass.
Please.
First it was
Okay.
Joe
Please
Swanson.
describe him.
Yeah, what?
Is that his
Okay,
name, Joe Swanson?
So it's a man
Yeah.
followed
Okay,
by
making sure, just making sure.
4
Making sure I have the
people
right
dressed
joke.
in Knight's Guard's garb, like
Hmm.
typical Night Guard garb,
Oh, okay.
with
We killed the
crescent
people. They're dead.
moons. They have Knight's Guard
Oh.
armor on.
Oh.
With crescent moons on their
Dang
chest
it.
plate. The man in front, though, he wears he has hair like pitch black hair that it
Yes,
like
hair.
swoops down over one ear.
Wait, hold on. Did you say he just
I'm
has
gonna-
hair?
I'm sorry.
Mark? Hold on.
Go back.
Wait, rewind. Wait, pump the brakes.
Wait, I think I knew a
He's-
guy over here.
He's a very slender. He's a human man with like black stubble, similar to the Geared.
Yeah.
It's black.
And again, short-cut hair, swoops down over the ear. He has a small silver earring on, not like a hoop earring, but like just a small little pierced ear. And he wears a large coat, like a captain's coat, with
I think he was privateer.
It is like brilliant blue with like swirls of like navy, almost like a paisley pattern down it.
Own that jacket.
And it has
I like your jacket.
a silver lining and silver buttons, and it falls like almost to his ankles. And he steps forward. Good evening. That's where we're gonna take our break.
Oh, good. I had to pee.
It was chaotic for the
Brr.
most part.
Like, you made the roll initiative face. You're like,
Brooke,
Roll initiative.
do you remember the name of the ship that I was on? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll look it up during the break.
Wavebreaker.
Great. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching.
Certified.
If you like this content.
No,
thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
channel?
We will be right back after the break, and for you, we will be back next week with session 14, part 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you're 14 sessions, that's
So much.
Thank
that's
you.
pretty good. That's
For
pretty
being
good.
here.
Thank
So
you for
much.
tuning in for
Oh my
14 sessions. That's
gosh.
very nice of you. Be sure to leave a like on the video and let us know down in the comments how much this is your favorite episode.
Yeah.
And be sure to what?
Don't worry about it.
And be sure to
How much
subscribe
is it?
if you haven't already. And consider joining our Discord and consider supporting us on Patreon. It really helps. We're thinking about getting minis in the future?
It probably already happened.
Question mark.
By the time you see this.
We can say it for weeks.
That is the hope. We haven't seen that for weeks, but we have a plan down in the future.
No, I just mean relative to like, because we film all these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
no,
probably by now, but
It's the first time we said it was probably like a month ago.
Yeah, true. Okay. Well, anyway, that's if you would love to see that happen, then consider supporting us on Patreon because that would very much help. And that is all from me, unless anyone has anything else they would like to say. Geared.
Geared. Ellipses. Thank you.
Then, as always, remember, friends who crit together
Stick together.
Bye-bye.